Hi, Glasgow families. First and foremost, welcome to Glasgow and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Amanda Eastman, and I am your child's health and PE teacher for 6th grade. I want to start by just telling you a little bit more about myself. I am a 4th year teacher, and this is my 3rd year at Glasgow. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and moved to Virginia about 3 years ago. I have my bachelor's in public health from Oregon State University, and I received my master's in teaching at Concordia University. I love to travel. I love to go to the beach, camp, and just be outdoors in general. And a fun fact about myself is I am a new mom. I have a 6-month-old daughter. So learning in health and PE, I believe that students learn best when they create strong habits and routines for learning. This is something that we spent the first couple of days of school really focusing on, and that we will be consistent on throughout the entire school year. Your student learns best when they are prepared and on time for class, and that they stay for the whole duration of class. They learn best when they feel safe and comfortable in their surroundings, and when they feel supported by teachers, parents, and their peers. To be successful in health and PE, students will need to always try their best. They will need to engage in class discussions and activities. They'll need to make sure that all of their work is completed on time, and that they regularly check their online learning platforms. Here's a little snapshot of our curriculum in health, and then I'll talk about our curriculum in PE. So in health, we've already done expectations, rules, and routines. We've done safety and injury prevention, and we've done some cooperation and some mental health lessons. In the future, we will work on conflict resolution, disease prevention and health promotion, physical activity, nutrition, sleep, screen time, and goal setting, and body systems. In PE, we're going to be learning about fitness components, setting goals, strength and conditioning training, cooperative games, soccer, basketball, and volleyball. All of these units are subject to change depending on how the rest of our school year goes. Some PE things just simply cannot be done in a virtual setting. If we do go back in person, we need to keep in mind the guidance that we get from Fairfax County Public Schools regarding social distancing. Grading and assessments look like this. There are formative assessments, summative assessments, and feedback that your student will do in health and PE. Formative assessments are typically assignments that are done on the spot in class. They are checks for understanding during their learning process. Whereas summative assessments are judgments about what content and skills were learned at the end of a unit or throughout the unit. Your student will receive feedback throughout the year about how they are organized, about whether they're getting assignments done and behaving, and that will be included on their report card. And this does include asynchronous work and homework as well. So I am here to support you and to support your child throughout this school year. Blackboard 24/7 is a great resource to use as a parent. You can see on there the weekly grid. You can see my office hours, the syllabus, and my contact information. Google Classroom is a wonderful resource for your child, and they will be using that daily in my class. Google Classroom is where your student will find their homework assignments, their in-class work, and any announcements from me. And I typically try to summarize what they learned in class that day by the end of the day or the end of the week. The weekly grid is just a snapshot of what your child will learn each week, and that includes learning targets. So what your child is expected to know by the end of that lesson. That's posted every single week by 7 a.m. on Monday morning on Blackboard 24/7. You are welcome to look at that at any time, and feel free to ask questions about it. Online resources, my email address is ageastman@fcps.edu. I check my email regularly, even when I probably shouldn't be checking my email. It's really important for me that we stay in contact. So if you ever have questions or concerns, please send me an email, and I would be happy also to set up a virtual meeting if needed. You're already taking a step in the right direction to supporting your child by attending back to school night. This relationship between the teacher, the child, and the parent is so important to providing a really great educational experience for your child. Some additional things that you can be doing: ask your child what they're learning about. Ask them to see the grid so that you can see in every single class what they're expected to learn that day. When your child's doing homework, ask, what assignments do you have to do? What do you need to do to complete them? How can I help you? Let's look at your grid together. Your child will need pens and pencils, middle school agenda, a binder with loose leaf paper or a notebook is just fine, and then their FCPS on computer. Additionally, in PE, your child will need some space to move around. So I would, when we get to that point, work with your child to find a good spot in the house where they can move around without bumping into things. Again, any questions or concerns, please email me. I'm available and I want to keep this relationship going. I'm so looking forward to getting to know your student better and getting to know you better. And I'm looking forward to a really, really great year. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.